Hey all, welcome to Parker's Reef. On today's episode we're going to check out Tong's 2-year-old Cade 1800. Alright guys, thank you for joining me on yet another episode of Parker's Reef, and I am very excited because, well, there's two reasons I'm very excited. Firstly, we're going to go see Tong's incredible Cade 1800, a system that's been running for 2 years now. It was a baby of COVID and was a huge upgrade from a 50-litre fluval, and Tong's going to take us through his journey with his coral, his fish, his quarantine process, and all of the infrastructure behind the system that makes it run like it does. And the second thing I'm excited about, which is probably bad news for this channel, is I have just started my new job. I moved careers from one organization to another. First organization I'd been with for nearly 18 years. So you can imagine after that kind of time frame that when I get into a new job, I've got to go all in and really put my head down and bunker in, learn as much as I can in this new organization as quickly as I can, which does mean, unfortunately, my video frequency is probably going to just drop a little bit while I focus on this new full-time job. Fear not, I will still get plenty of content out for you guys, but it just might come a little bit slower. But that's a problem for another day, because today we're going to check out Tong's amazing tank, and I think it's probably no time like the present to roll the footage. All right, everyone, I am here with Tong. He's going to tell us all about his Cade 1800 here, and I've mic'd the man up, and what a cool system this is. Firstly, it's a Cade 1800 Series 2, I'm assuming?
Yep, Series 2.
Series 2. Can you tell us how long you've had the tank for and how long it's been running?
Yeah, thanks, Sam. So I got a tank for just 2 years. I set this up in December 2020, I think. Yes, around that time.
Just ticked over 2 years.
Just 2 years, started as a bare bottom. Started as a bare bottom dry rock system.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
Very difficult.
And it's a difficult road to cycle,
And if I would do it again, I wouldn't go that route.
Sure,
so the first year was very challenging. So I couldn't have Acropora until the second year, pretty much. Everything I put in there just pretty much, you know.
Look, I'm going through a very similar thing with my frag tank now. Obviously, it's bare bottom and there's no rock whatsoever in there. And it always amazes me when you have either live rock or a substrate in there, just how much quicker things come along. The bare bottom dry rock it's got its definite advantages, but it does just drag that cycle and that stability phase more so than the cycle out so much longer. But it looks like you're here now. You've got through the challenge. Yeah.
Well, there's still some challenge in there, but you know.
Always, it's reefing.
It's getting along well. So so pretty much everything in here I got from Dave. Majority of them, 80%, I reckon. The equipment and all the coral. What else?
What led you to the Cade 1800? What's your reefing journey? Is this your first tank, or you've had other tanks before?
It's actually my second tank. So the first tank I have is a 50-litre fluval all-in-one tank.
Oh wow! So you went from a 50-litre fluval to the Cade 1800. Big step up.
Yeah. So I started as that, and I really like it. So it's like, you know, if everyone saying if you want to go big, just go as big as you can.
Definitely.
Otherwise, you're gonna just keep upgrading. And I learned that during my freshwater journey. So
instead of taking those little baby steps, you may as well take the big leap.
You either ended up, upgrade, or you ended up having too many tanks.
I mean, and you're not just in the reefing game. You've got some other hobbies, including freshwater and stuff, and we'll check those out a bit later. But we're going to check out this reef tank first now. So it's been running for about a couple of years now. You've upgraded from a 50-litre fluval to the Cade. You touched on a little bit of the equipment. Maybe we'll start with so the lighting. You've got a nice Aquatic Life hybrid fixture up here.
So I got the Aquatic Life hybrid at the moment, but at the moment the T5 is not on. Currently, the Radion actually doing okay for the tank. I'll turn the T5 on once, the Acropora or the SBS start growing and start, cover all the ground. But at the moment, everything on top is about 400 par. And everything at the bottom is about 80 to 120, so it's doing great.
Doesn't need anymore. But when you need it, you've got 4 T5 tubes there, which will just give it a nice blanket amount of light and just get rid of any sort of shadowing once that SBS grows out. So that'll work a treat. And the LEDs in there, you've got 230s and 215s?
Yep, Radeon Gen 5. I would like another XR15 in the middle, just, you know, more spread.
Okay.
But yeah, that's...
doesn't look like you've got any sort of spotlighting or anything there. It looks nice, even coverage.
No, it's pretty much like the same, you know, 350 to 400, you know, on the top of the rock. Yeah, beautiful. Around here.
Great coverage.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. And that's the lighting covered. Moving on down, the flow in the system, I can see we've got some Gaias.
So yeah, I got Gaia 2 of the XF350.
Yes.
In there, an MP40 corner, and the Nero 5 just at the back there.
Yep. Just keeping a bit of flow along that back wall.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. And with a bare bottom system, obviously you can
crank up the flow.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that sand moving around, so you can really crank it up.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I like bare bottom. But like at the back end, I actually have a little bit of sand in there, just like you know, just to keep up. Mostly for the rasters. So,
they like to bury themselves in there. So you got a nice little playground, a tub of sand in there for them to just find themselves at home and
to contain the Zoa.
Just keep them from getting onto the rock and taking over.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, tell us about some of the other equipment you're running.
Yep. So at the moment, so just go down some.
Go for it.
Yeah. I got the KH Guardian in there.
Beautiful.
With some dosing system.
Yes.
Right there, and at the same time I run calcium reactor.
Nice.
On this cabinet.
Ah, yeah, beautiful. Got an extra little cabinet off to the side here.
Yep.
Every reefer's dream to have a little extra bit of space to branch out. Got the nice Octo calcium reactor in there.
Yep. So start transition into calcium reactor when realized I dose like 200 ml of when you dose things that much every day, so you start
nice.
Yeah, and running really well, of course.
Great.
At the same time, I got a cow stir as well on this side of the cabinet.
A man of my own my own heart does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that Kelk stirrer go.
Yeah, and got the other dosing as well.
Yep.
So Acropora, RTN, STNX.
Yes.
It's actually something I noticed when I started dosing it like 7-8 months ago. The SBS Star, well, you know, they're more hardy, I reckon.
Okay. So you just run it as a maintenance?
Yeah, it's as maintenance,
Nice.
Just like 15 mil every day.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Very nice. So that's the Fauna Marine product, yeah?
Yeah, it is,
Yep. Nice. I'm running a GHL as well?
I'm running just a mini Wi-Fi GHL just to keep track on the pH and the temperature.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. And I can see also out here you got a Halia chiller.
Yep.
And a Pentair UV there.
Yep, and a UV. Running the sulfur reactor here, tucked behind the corner.
Yeah.
Right there.
Sulfur in there, just keeping nitrates under control.
Yep. So before my nitrate, the first year is around 25-30.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, all the time and couldn't get it lower.
Yes.
And after running that, now it's around 3 to 5.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want it anywhere else. That's spot on. Yeah. Gives you that perfect amount of color for your SBS and still enough juice for all the LPS in there, which is great.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Nice.
So the cow washer is actually an addition to actually boost the pH up.
Yeah.
Calcium reactor and the sulfur reactor at the same time, they're
bringing it down a little bit.
Yeah. I'm really happy with the pH of the tank at the moment, running around 8.3, 8.4, which is like
it's fantastic.
Really well. Yeah.
As you say, especially for a tank running a calcium reactor and a sulfur reactor, they do tend to bring it a point or two down. So if you can bring it up a point or two with a Kelk washer, then it just keeps things in that sweet spot.
Yep.
Very nice. So you're fully utilising the little extra cabinet in the cade, and then you've branched out on both sides.
Yeah, so you got the sum there. So it's a standard K sum.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like the K sum compared to other because it's actually bigger. So you have like a big refugium right there.
Yeah.
I took all my K dough out because I'm battling front offices at the moment, dosing some stuff. Leave them in there, just more they're gonna die and more nutrients by the tank. So
exactly. Yep. So you've got over in the far side, you've got a Bubble Magus.
Yeah, Bubble Magus, medium one. Well, the roll almost run out, so I'll probably change that later.
Yeah, no trouble. How are you finding that filter roller?
It's actually okay. The only problem with that at the moment, and I'm not sure whether they changed that in the new model, is that when the roll run out, you don't have an option to roll it back out.
Right, okay.
So you have to like manually roll it back out, just pull it out. So
takes a bit of, and it's never overly pleasant.
But
I did the same thing in my Homali roll. I have to take the whole roll out, and basically I put it onto like a bit of pole or a screwdriver or something, and just unroll it into the bin. And it's not the most pleasant of smell, but at least you get to have a good close look at everything you've removed from the tank.
Yeah, besides that, it's running really well. It started at the same time when the tank started, so it's still going strong. Yeah,
nice.
Yep.
So you got the Great White skimmer there?
Great White skimmer, 12, DC, DC skimmer there. So, and I got the CO2 scrubber in there as well.
Nice, yep.
And well, CO2 scrubber actually worked because it's increased my pH by 0.1 in general. Whenever they run out, it's just dropped straight away. So
just 0.1.
Just 0.1.
You know, when it's empty, because it just goes back up 0.1. Fantastic. So you go from the filter roller into the Great White DC skimmer. Then you come into the Fuge section, which obviously is normally full of keto, but we're currently running a Fluconazole. We'll talk about the process a bit later.
What I have in there is the all live rock. I just chuck more rock in there. Just you know, more bacteria. At the same time, dead coral. So remind myself how you know how the journey is.
That's the offerings to the coral gods. You put the sacrifices in there. Running the AI Fuge light.
AI Fuge light in there.
Well?
And I got a Tunzi Eco Chick.
Nice.
At the back as well,
just
to cover everything.
Because I imagine when that's full of macro that it's pretty big sponge in there. Getting some flow in there would be handy.
ATO, I'm using the standard ATO from K.
So
the back here.
Back chamber.
So I actually hooked a John Guest tubing up on the ceiling, just back of the tank, up on the ceiling. And in the garage, there's a Kamoa X1 T Pro.
Nice.
Just every day, just pump water.
Beautiful.
Water back into the ATO. So don't have to like
fully taken care of.
All bucket around.
Look, the back chamber ATO in the Cades is awesome, but it 90% of the time I find it's always a pretty awkward refill. If you're trying to lift up a 20 or 25 kilo jug of water over the back of your tank, at some point in time you're going to run into trouble and spill water somewhere. So having that taken care of is super handy and nicely done.
It's always my pain the first year of the tank. So the second year I said like, that's enough. Like,
enough is enough. No, that makes sense. Good work in automating that. And then back down into the Sumpy, you've got some GAE media balls, is it, or Max Spec media balls? And
then, Max Spec ball there, down there. Return pump, I use Sunpole Magnus.
Sunpole is a great pump. Really nice quality DC pump. Very, very nice.
So go the 12,000 12,000 liter per hour, the big one.
Beautiful.
So right now I'm only running 40% max, I think. And it actually power the chiller and pretty much the return pump. So it's got the manifold there.
Got the full manifold pumping away there. Excellent, fantastic. No, it's a well laid out sump. I won't say it's simple because you've got every bit of equipment under the sun there, from CO2 scrubbers, calc stirrers, sulfur reactors, calcium reactors. But I love my equipment, and it's cool to see all of it working in harmony.
Pretty much the same as you, so gear junkie at some stage.
I mean, there's always a new bit of equipment to play with, and it's always it's a cool aspect of the hobby. I like it. Now, we've got to talk about the inhabitants in the tank. Well, maybe we'll start with the fish, and then we'll move on to the coral. Tell us about some of the fish you got in the system and the story behind them.
So the boss of the tank, I'm not sure you can see, but the moon wrasses is the bottom of the tank. Pretty much, he got his cycle. Sometimes he just like beating up other people, and he leave them alone. Just making sure, show them who's the boss.
So
So I put like a small cave in there for other small fish, but
Yes, okay.
it's actually his house now.
He's claimed it.
Yeah, so kick everyone out at night. He stay in there, poke his head out.
Oh well, if it keeps him out of hassling the other fish, then happy days. But
yeah. So all the fish in here go into 6-week quarantine before they get in here.
Yep.
4 weeks of copper and 2 weeks monitor and other med if required.
Yep.
Yeah, just well, I've been doing it since the start of the tank, and it's always planning to.
Working well for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
If you got a process that works well, there's definitely no need to change.
Yeah, you got a powder blue in there.
Yeah.
No ick.
Stunning fish. Powder blue's always a fish that always gets my attention. Stunning fish can be difficult, but yours looks an absolute treat.
Yep. I got 2 cloud from my previous system, and yeah, you know, they've been with me since more than 3 years ago in the 50 liter.
Yeah. So they're true family members now.
Yep.
And I see, looks like the big female, she likes to host this Goni down here.
Yep.
She does, and the male's just trying to convince her out to explore the rest of the tank.
And I got a Picasso cloud hanging out the back there. I actually have a pair of Picasso.
Yes.
The last day of quarantine, one of them jumped out.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, it's like planning to put them in the tank that night.
Yes.
In the morning, found him on the ground. I cover the quarantine tank, just a little bit of hole.
Yes.
He found his way out.
Murphy's Law, hey, they always find a way. That's a stunning Picasso, that one. Beautiful, really nice markings.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yeah,
and,
got it from Dev as well, so yeah.
Nice. And I noticed a couple of other tangs down here as well.
Yep.
I can see a purple and a
I got purple, Scopus, and the blue-green Chromis.
Yes.
He went in there with another 6.
Okay.
He's the last one standing.
He's the survivor, yep.
Well, you can see how big he is, but
he's a decent sized Chromis, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Besides that, I got a red chorus ras as well. Yeah, on that side there.
Lovely.
And the lawnmower plenty.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually my favorite fish of the tank, the lawnmower plenty.
Nice.
Yeah, because of the personality.
Yeah, they've got such character to them. Very, very nice fish indeed.
And a flame hawk, I think, if you can see him somewhere.
Flame hawk in there somewhere. Yeah, he'll be watching us. We'll just see if we can find him.
Yeah.
Where is he hiding?
Yeah. At the back.
Ah, there he is, right in there, just behind the pokey there.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I do love a flame hawk. Much like the lawnmower blennies, real personalities and cool splash of colour too. Really nice fish. Now, tell us about some of the coral in here. You've got all sorts of pieces in here, so maybe work from one end to the other and tell us about some of your favourites and things that are working well, things that aren't.
Yeah, so as you can see, it's a bit of the mixed rib, so got pretty much everything in there.
Yeah.
Wow. I have some of things I promise myself I don't put in the tank.
Okay.
For example, Pallies.
Yes.
GSP.
Yes.
Yeah, so they tend to take over the tank.
For
so
sure.
Sometimes I tell myself, oh, that look good, should I? But, you know, they have so down the line, reckon shouldn't.
Yeah. So always good to stick to the plan, that's for sure. Things always go awry when you deviate from the plan.
Yeah, and my suggestion would be if you go bare bottom, start with LPS first.
Yes.
Wow. I tried to dip my toe into SBS, the first year never worked.
Didn't work, Just didn't have that system stability yet.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of this. We've got this incredible hammer garden down here.
Yep.
Some really nice pieces from greens to this. This is basically blue. Beautiful piece. You got some nice yellows there. One of my favourites, this...
froggy.
Yeah, the froggy there. Yeah, the gold froggy, which very, very nice indeed. There's some pinks and some other mottles.
Yeah, that froggy is actually, I got it from there, but the first time when I saw it, it had a not for sale next to it. I said, I really want it. Came back 2 weeks later, it's still there. So I asked Dave, is that on sale? So
beautiful. Yeah,
grab that. So
stunning piece. I've got one in my tank too, and one of my favourite pieces. The colour of it and the because it's not just gold; it's got like a little bit of a blue ring around it, which I'll be sure to get some top down.
That's actually my second froggy. That the first one actually died because of brown jelly.
Okay.
So pretty much that's my second Hammer Garden. The
Yes.
first one that I got during the first year, pretty much all of them gone because of brown jelly.
Yeah.
That's another hurdle I came through as well. But you know, now
Gets us all at some point in time. Unfortunately, brown
Yeah.
jelly, it's brutal when it hits. And
Yep. then Scully.
yeah, you get some
Scully
nice
is my
scully.
favorite type of coral. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, try to make the Scully garden. So I lost a fair bit of Scully because of my pyramid butterfly.
Okay.
He started to develop a taste for Scully.
Oh no.
Now he's in the back in the quarantine tank. It's been 4 months, so I give him 6 months, and then I'll try him again, introduce him back to the system.
Okay.
But,
Hopefully,
yeah.
no longer eating scullies.
Yep.
We'll see if he's learned his lesson.
That's the only coral he touched on. That's the thing. In this.
Always your favourites.
Yeah.
There's some stunners in there. I really like this bleeding apple here, which
Yeah, the reverse bleeding apple.
it's the red on that's not red. It's orange with some gold hue to it. Very nice. And the war paint in behind.
War
him
paint
there,
got a green in the middle.
very nice.
I got
piece.
most of them from the expo.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, cool.
Well,
cool.
actually from there as well, but you know.
I'll get some good pieces of out.
Yeah.
And you've got a almost solid red there with just a couple of blue veins through it.
Yep.
Got a nice UFO here with
Yep.
the blue ring through it. Another nice bleeding apple up there on the rock. Really cool pieces. Yeah, all nicely contrasting too. Looks a treat.
Yep.
And I just noticed this red goni just in there too. That's a vibrant red goni. Very bright.
Yeah.
You've got another one over in the back there. You're trying to hide these red gonies, but they're stunners.
Yeah. And my favorite piece in the tank is actually the red dragon
Yes.
up there that I got from Aquamarine Aquaristic.
Yes, lovely.
I saw them in one of Jack's Adam,
Yeah.
the Red Sea tank.
Yes.
And so like, I gotta have this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So been
It's a
looking
beautiful
for it,
coral.
and finally got it last of the Black Friday sale from
Wonderful.
Aquamarine.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, I do love a bit of red dragon. I got some in my tank, and yeah, it's just got a different structure to it. Just the real fine skeleton to it just has a nice bit of something to offer, a bit of difference, which is great.
Yep. The Pikachu I got from you doing well. It's
Wonderful,
right there.
wonderful. Yeah, encrusted well. Looks a treat.
Yeah.
Very nice. Got a nice assortment of SPS frags, and now some mini colonies, really, or even just straight up colonies there.
The Green Goblin is one of my first coral going in the tank.
Yes.
And still survive through everything. So
Yes.
you see all the frag up there.
Yeah. No shortage of green goblin frags. So
Yeah.
anyone chasing up one of those, and I got to say, I've seen a few different Anacoporas labelled as green goblin, and they're not all equal in my opinion. So this is a true bright green goblin. So yeah, definitely anyone chasing one of those frags will know where to go. And then we've got some more pieces down here. We've got another couple of gonies, which Clown was hosting this nice glitter goni there. I think is got some really nice. I love the banding of the colours through the stems on that one.
Yep.
Oh, you got the smaller glitter goni up there next to it. He's got some real nice glitter to him. Got an absolutely cranky
two
couple
dash,
of chalice.
to
A couple
the
of dash
back.
up the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice pieces. I can't get past this chalice. This is sensational. Really bright. Look at the reds and greens and yellows showing through in there. It's just lighting up the screen. You got a nice sort of rose gold chalice there. And then another gold chalice over here with a nice little blue sort of UFO ring through it and some extra eyes just appearing up on the outer frill there, which looks fantastic.
Yeah, and then the Zoar garden at the back.
Yeah.
Contained just within the sand. Yeah, right there.
All the zoas in there just growing into each other. Cool assortment. I can see Darth Mauls, Sakuras, scrambled eggs, rasters.
Yep.
All
Other
sorts.
Chaos. Yeah.
Okay, so all the pieces in there just growing into each other. The zoas do look awesome when they're just a whole sort of garden of mismatch. And you got some nice, I noticed a nice Cyphastria on the corner here with the...
Cyphastria I got from Rowan, from Coronation.
Nice,
all three of them. One there, one there.
And then I just see the other one down here. This one's got some really nice, I love the colours on that. That's just where that clown is. Real nice, contrasting blue base with bright orange and yellow pieces on it, which very nice indeed. Now, we did touch a little bit earlier on about how you've taken the keto out of the system because you're currently running a program on the tank, and that was to tackle some bryopsis that you'd had.
Yep. So as you can see there, there's some, you know, bright oxygen left in the tank. Yeah, just run some fluconazole at the moment, just try to flush it out.
Yes.
So yeah.
Looks to be working well. I can see that it's already losing its color and starting to look pretty sad, and probably only a couple days in the program off it.
Yeah.
I find as soon as it goes clear, the fish then finish it off.
Yeah, correct.
They get a taste for it. So
yeah, so that's actually my next step. Develop like a coral quarantine system.
Okay. Yep.
So you know, kudos to everyone doing coral quarantine now. There it's hard. So
yeah, exactly.
I tried before.
Yes.
It didn't really work for me because you pretty much have to set up like
it's got to be set up like
good
a tank
system to actually run it. Basically, another tank, really.
Yeah, exactly. Another tank that you can risk taking a pest into.
Yeah, and then that's the problem for me when I started running, you know, coral quarantine system before. SPS I put in it just keep dying.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, it's
not an easy path.
Yeah. No.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Now, well, speaking of processes, what's your sort of weekly routine on a system like this?
Water change. I actually got a line hooked up down to the sump here, go up the ceiling, go to the garage.
Yes.
Running by the Kamoa X something.
X2SR?
X2SR,
yeah. Lovely, yep.
Yeah, doing 90 liter per week.
Great.
Like spread out the week.
Yep.
So don't have to hold bucket around or, you know.
Yeah.
Water change.
Wonderful.
ATO, filling ATO is already taken care of as well. Same route, go up the ceiling, go down the tank toward the back ATO. I've been doing bright oxygen manual removal the last 3 months.
Well, hopefully that will be a thing of the past as well now.
Yeah, hopefully don't have to do it again. And feeding the fish, you know, the usual. So
Beautiful.
Every
well automated system.
Yeah, every 3 months I took the pump out, do it, you know.
Bit of a maintenance and clean on them. Yeah, wonderful.
Yep.
Well, that's about as easy as it comes. What sort of salt water? Are you running natural salt water or an artificial?
Artificial. Run Aquaforest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, working well for you?
Yeah, working well. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And what's the any sort of future plans for the system? Any sort of holy grail fish or coral that you're chasing?
I'm still looking for a couple more fish to the system. Well, the pyramid butterfly that keep eating Scully in quarantine, he gonna come back in, but
yeah, they are
I'll see how he goes.
Yes.
Yellow tang, another yellow tang, and a flame angel. So and I think that's pretty much where that's good enough for me. Fish.
that's the list of fish that if the opportunity arises will make their way into the system, and I agree. I think that'd finish it off really nicely. What about corals? Anything?
Coral, I start slowing down right now because you see the top pretty much full.
Yeah, got to give them some room to grow out.
Yeah. The bottom still have room for, you know, the hammer garden. Pretty much not gonna dedicate that whole section of a tank for them.
Not too much room there.
Yeah.
I mean, the lights have only just come on. It's still fairly early in the morning, and they're already sort of rubbing shoulders. So I can't imagine how full and fluffy that is by the afternoon.
Yep, and more scully.
More scullies. Yep.
Yeah, better got into it before July. So you know.
Yeah, in Australia here we have hit the collection limit for scullies for this year. So the collectors out on the Barrier Reef, and that will not be able to collect any more until after July. But there are still some in their holding systems. But their prices are probably going to be up there until July, I guess. So yeah, give you some time to work out which sort of colours and variants you want before then.
Yep. Then SPS, Walt Disney.
Yes.
So I'll contact you later for
no trouble.
I have the budget for it. So.
No trouble. No, we'll be able to look after you on a Walt Disney. I think you'll be able to find, I reckon, this point right here on the front there, Walt Disney coming off there would look fantastic.
Yep.
No, fantastic. No, that's great. Now, we did touch on that you've got some other non-reef related fish tanks and things that you might be able to show us. Any chance you can take us through some of those?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got an incubator here for reptile eggs. So
so
it's not just the animals with fins.
So as you can see, some of them here,
Wow.
they Aki monitor. So it's like, yeah, small monitor. So everyone
Awesome.
love them. So.
Awesome, yeah. Monitors are always cool lizards, and if they're a small one, because
Yeah.
a lot of the time monitors are massive. So
Yeah, they're only this big.
Oh, wow,
So
yeah.
yeah.
very, and their temperament is good.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same as the big monitor, just as small. Yeah.
So they can't quite bite you as
Yeah.
much. Nice. We've got some freshwater systems along here.
Yeah. So I got so I started as freshwater.
Yes.
Yeah, and this tank down here is actually my first tank.
Wow.
So I started as community tank and some stream as well, as you
Yes.
can see, stream down there.
Yes.
Got up here is the swordtail,
Oh,
blood
yes.
red swordtail.
Oh, wow, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, stunning fish.
They actually they're actually my second generation. So
Wow, okay.
their parents is actually from the big tank right there.
Yes.
And they give birth for this guy, and then they've been here for more than a year now. So
That one
so
really
like,
showcases that
yeah.
sword tail too. Have a look at that. Beautiful. They're a stunning fish. I love the color of them. It's a real burnt orange.
yeah.
Yeah, stunning. Very, very nice. And this was the parent tank.
Yeah. The parents actually got caught by the cat.
Okay.
Well, he was like fishing up here, just like took them out.
So fish is a hobby for the whole family then,
Yeah.
isn't it? Even the cats.
Yeah, so yeah, just my angel fish. The angel actually second generation as well.
Wow.
Their parents in here, I took them out, raised them up.
Yes.
And yeah, so
Amazing.
Yeah.
You've got the full assortment of fish tanks here, and showcasing your full growth through the hobby as well. And
Yeah.
going through some shrimp and then into some more difficult freshwater species. You've got some pretty cool plants growing in here as well. And then
Yeah.
obviously the movement or the step in another direction onto the reef tank is pretty cool to see.
yeah. So the stream, the crystal red stream, actually sell them to Portugal.
Yeah, nice.
Once every 2 months.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, just
Help offset the cost of the hobby a little bit.
Yep. But every time I visit him, pretty much like graded, I reckon.
It's often the way it goes.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful. Oh, yeah, that battery backup looks familiar. We've got a nice Victron Phoenix. with
Inspired
a-
from yours system. So
No, they're a good system. I mean,
Yeah.
it's basically as high a grade as you can get, and that guy's just running there. You got some nice, those batteries look familiar too.
yep.
Nice backup there.
Pretty much the
just,
same.
just keeps everything ticking
It's just I ordered the wrong inverter.
Yes.
So I'll have to manually charge them every month.
Oh,
That's
it
a bit
doesn't
of
charge
pain, but well, sorry, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Move on. When I realized that after they hook up, I said, oh.
Oh, no,
you
no.
know.
So the Phoenix does it does an auto transfer, does it?
No, you got two type of inverter. One
Okay.
of them is, auto transfer and charge the battery.
Yes.
The other, I pull it out and charge them every 3 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit of pain, but you learn, you move on to the next
as long as
system.
it still gets the job done.
Yeah.
And you've got a nice saltwater mixing station here.
Yep, it's just, as simple as it gets,
Yeah.
RODI coming in this drum.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and it's actually, that's the Kamoa that pull RODI up the ceiling.
Yeah,
And then
perfect.
go, onto the reservoir of the tank. Salt water, so RO coming in, salt water, aquaforest, as you can see. I'm planning to do, 30% water change. So that's why, that's why I get salt water, and then after dry osmosis, start dying off, I'll do
Yeah.
big water change.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you've cleaned out that bryopsis, you can give it a big flush out, get the fluconazole out, and get the system back back to its normal levels.
Yeah. So before this, what I run is drag it to the tank.
Oh yeah.
Yes, this one. Put it
That's
up.
not a bad system, but
Yeah.
I'm sure the auto water changes
Yes.
makes life a little easier. Definitely. Now, one thing I didn't ask is what sort of parameters do you run on the tank?
So I run 8.8 to 9 DKH.
Yes.
And I like it high is because it drops very fast during
Yeah.
the day.
Yep.
So I give myself a little bit of buffer
Sure.
before it drops below 6
Yeah, of course.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1.025.
Yes.
Yeah.
For salinity.
Salinity.
Yep.
Yep. Temperature, the standard 26,
Yes.
25.5, 26.
Yep.
Yep. Calcium 430.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So everything fairly
Yeah.
sort of standard levels.
The calcium calcium reactor actually not enough to supplement the calcium, so I run dosing as well on top of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's interesting. I have heard a couple of systems now where calcium reactors need additional calcium supplementation.
Yeah,
which
correct.
is interesting. I never used to. I used to always come across people that would run calcium reactors and they have to top up the ALK. Because if they ran the calcium reactor at the level they needed, the calcium and magnesium would go high, but the ALK would need more.
Yeah.
You're finding the opposite, needed to top
Yeah,
up the
I
calcium.
found the opposite. I couldn't get calcium high enough, but the ALK is actually, well, it's pretty much like the level I wanted.
Yeah.
Just
It's because every system's different.
Yeah.
Hey, it's amazing.
Yeah.
No, good. And phosphate in the system, what sort of level?
Phosphate I usually contain within 0.01.
Oh, yep. Wow.
Probably it's higher now because all the peroxides died
Yeah,
off, but
yeah, like
I'll take
little
care of
spot.
that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very, very low phosphate levels. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so pretty much the tank level is where I wanted to be.
Yep.
It's actually take me 2 years, pretty much 2 years to get here, but
But you're here now.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and battery backup, you already know that from Sam, pretty much the same system. But
Yeah.
This one's more advanced because he can charge battery when he's off that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so that's got the transfer switch there.
Yeah.
And then the inverter to convert the DC power into AC.
That's
and then
that's a Kato.
the keto there,
Yeah.
just waiting till the fluconazol's out.
Yep.
And you run the fish tank on its own dedicated circuit, do you?
Yeah, so the fresh water and the salt water actually run on its own circuit system.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the air pump up there for the fresh water.
Oh, yeah,
so it's
nice,
actually hooked up from that. So if power goes out, I still have air pump, air circulation to order the fish system.
Fresh water, a little bit easier there.
Yeah.
Air pump just about
Yeah.
keeps everything going. The salt water a little bit harder, but you got both ends covered, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, nicely done. Cool.
So we got the shed back here.
Oh, nice.
Built it during lockdown.
That's a beauty. You made this yourself?
Me and my wife back then. So we, yeah.
Very handy. Nice work. So this is the House of Reptiles.
Yeah.
You lead the way.
It's a bit hot in here at the moment. Yeah, 33 degrees there.
Woo.
I didn't start as an aquarium. I started as a reptile hobbyist.
Okay, wow, yeah,
more than 5 years now.
Yes.
So, before transition into aquarium.
Yep.
And the problem is once you start, you cannot stop.
The hobbies just grow, they never shrink.
Yeah, so I got geckos, some skin in here. I'm not sure if I can show him. Usually he's down here. Yes.
Oh, wow. What a stunning animal.
Yeah.
Look at the colors on him.
Marble velvet gecko. So, yeah. Oh, very... he's a nocturnal, so that's why we disturb his
Woken
sleep.
him up, the poor guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Got the skin down here. Hey, buddy.
Whoa, wow. That's not what I was thinking when you said skink. He's a big unit. Wow.
Yeah.
He's got back into his own.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. Got Eastern water dragon in there.
Ooh,
Hanging out in his own aquarium. Or, water bowl. Yeah.
Look at him there, just staring back at us.
Yeah.
Cool dude, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of small gecko.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. I love the way he's doing exactly the same pose as, as the brand.
As the background, yeah. Got the blue tongue skin, as everyone knows.
Nice.
Very
I was terrified you were going to pull a snake out then, and I'm like, whoa.
Very, very easy.
Yeah, nice friendly guy.
Yeah. Yep. Got stand-up bearded dragon. Just
lovely.
Down there.
Oh, wow. He's a dude too. Have a look at that.
Angry. Yeah. And that's the monitor.
Oh, so they're the parents of the eggs.
No, they're the first batch I have last year.
Yes.
The parents is down here, as you
Okay.
can see. there's a dad
Oh,
there.
yeah. Wow,
Mom
nice.
just probably hiding somewhere in there.
Yep.
Yeah. And these are like 3 kids from
Wow.
the first. Yeah, you see, very active.
Yeah, they are very busy. Yeah. They're very normally like all the other reptiles here have ran from us, but these guys are coming up to the glass and showing plenty of interest.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
Very cute.
Yeah.
I like it. Nice one. Wow. So you started with reptiles and then came into the freshwater side of the aquarium, now into the reef.
Yeah, they used to be in the house,
Yes.
and I got the boot side that they have to come out the house. So
Yeah.
that's why during lockdown, get all this done, you know, insulated.
Yeah.
Get the electrician to run electric in here.
Yep.
One interesting thing about my house that the previous owner, he's actually run industrial power bore in the house, and
He was either into aquariums and reptiles or maybe some unsavory
I was thinking, like, when I started, right, so I was like, oh, I have to upgrade the power board and all of that. The electrician come out and say, you don't have to. You run, like, you know, 3-phase industrial board. I was like, okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, happy days.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that's awesome. Thanks so much for showing us both your reef tank and your other tanks. It's really cool to see, and really look forward to seeing how the tank goes. Obviously, it looks like the Bryopsis is all but gone. Your SBS now is taking off, and LPS looks a treat. So well done on a fantastic reef tank, and thank you so much for inviting me over.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Sam.
Cheers.
Yeah.
All right, guys, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the tour of Tong's Cade and, well, also these freshwater and reptile systems, because there was plenty there for everyone to enjoy. I must admit, I was pleasantly surprised by those reptiles. It's not something that I usually get all that interested in, but he had some incredible species there, and the colors and markings on them were next level. But bringing things back to the reef side of things, how about that reef tank? Beautiful setup, has every gadget and gizmo under the sun, which definitely warms my heart. I love reef equipment. In fact, I would consider myself a junkie, and it's cool to see all of these bits of equipment working in harmony to deliver the results that Tong is after. Now, I will wrap the video up there, guys. As mentioned before in the intro, I do not have another video for you tomorrow, but don't worry, I'll be back next week with some new and exciting content for all of you Parker's Reef viewers out there. If you want to make sure you don't miss that video, be sure to hit the subscribe button in that bottom corner. That'll just give you a notification when the next video is coming out. Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up for Tong, and of course, till next time, stay safe, keep reefing. Cheers, bye.